Hello Aries, this is Ashley. Welcome to your February 2022 reading. We're going to look at a strength, a challenge, and then a potential outcome for you. And then we will get into your tarot and see what's going on. So, I am going to be doing those Venus direct love messages. So those will be coming out this week as well. So keep an eye out for those. And I've chosen kind of a larger deck than usual to clarify. So we'll see how that works. There can tend to be quite a few cards on the board by the time the reading's done. So let's see what's going on for Aries in February. We have the Page of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, and the Three of Cups, the Page of Swords, Judgment, and the Knight of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, the Four of Cups, and the Lovers. Bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Cups. There's a big family theme going on right now, I feel like, as far as, and look, we have the Hanged Man, and we have it here as part of the challenge. So let's see. I do feel like there's maybe been, we have the Two of Wands, Three of Wands, and then the Four of Wands. So I do feel like there's been progress towards a celebration, a manifestation. This could be a union for some of you. Lots of communication. And then the Hanged Man. I do feel like perhaps there's a pause that's happening here. But I feel like it's happening for a reason, for you to get some additional perspective on something. So we'll look closer into that as we get into your challenge position, because it could feel like you're a little bit stuck, right? Then we have the Nine of Cups, the Five of Cups, the Ten of Cups. So I do feel like there's something here that is being lost, but I do feel like it's making way for this other manifestation to take place. So we'll kind of see what that's about. Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck is really nice. And interestingly enough, you can see on this card, we have a family sitting below a tree here, sort of kick back. There's a rainbow in the background, and then we have family here as your strength. So definitely strong family energy here, this Ten of Cups energy. It's circles of life. So what this card talks about is really tapping into the strengths of having family, of ancestors even that have passed on to the other side. So if you are someone who has a strong spiritual practice, one of your strengths for the month of February could be, trying to tap into and reach out to those in spirit for guidance, that kind of thing. But then we also have the Page of Wands and the Page of Swords. So I do feel like there's strong energy here of perhaps, well, there's a lot of communication here. But I do feel like for some of you, there definitely could be some children involved here. So it could very well be that interactions with your children, if you have children, are going to be very important this month. It'll serve, I feel like, in a very positive and sort of enlightening way. Like it'll bring your energy up to spend some time with children. For others, I do feel like there's communication here that's going on, that's going to, and it could very well be new communication, or with it being two pages here, but it's kind of opening you up to new ideas, new avenues, that kind of thing. And we do have the Six of Swords here. So something in the family dynamic is moving into a calmer situation. So if you've been dealing with something that was difficult when it came to family, home, and the security and happiness of the home life, that could be moving into a more positive direction. There could also be a physical move involved here for some of you. And it may even be that you have children moving out of the house. So let's, and of course, only take what resonates there. I just saw the Six of Swords again. So there's definitely some sort of transition, some sort of rite of passage happening. For the time of year that we're talking about, February, I mean, for some of you, I suppose there could be children that are going through a rite of passage, marriage, graduation. It seems an interesting time of year for that to be happening, so take that as it resonates. We're going to clarify and try and get some more detail here, because this could be a number of things. And I can already tell the energy itself is really high and positive. So there's a lot coming through here. So why do we have this Page of Wands? We have the Ten of Wands. So something has come to an end here, some sort of burdensome situation. And there's a new door that's opening here with that Page of Wands. We have the Three of Swords. So some sort of difficult situation. We're finally starting to see some movement out of a difficult situation with that Three of Swords. With the Page of Swords, this is curiosity. This is perhaps spying. We have the Devil, so we have some Capricorn energy showing up here. And the Queen of Cups. So something here related to the heart space is coming in. Now this Queen of Cups is a very loving, intuitive energy. Certainly could be dealing with a water sign or a Capricorn here. But it does feel like there could be some sort of obsession going on here when it comes to perhaps this heartbreaking situation that has happened. Let's see, Six of Swords. We have the Three of Cups and the Page of Wands. So it does feel here like someone is trying to open the door perhaps to reconcile here. And it could be this person here that's been keeping an eye on you. But I do feel like you're moving on from the situation. It's kind of like this decisive energy. You've decided that something has ended and it's been difficult. But this person still remains very curious and obsessed with you. Now this could be anybody. It could be a toxic family member that you've been dealing with that's been very difficult. Someone with an addiction even, perhaps. But I feel like this is showing up in your strength position because you have decided to let something go here. To kind of, I want to say for some of you, this is about cutting out a some sort of ancestral karma here. So for example, if you were dealing with someone in your family that's been an alcoholic, it could very well be that, of course, that situation for you was challenging here. Because this person, their actions were burdensome and difficult and heartbreaking. but it looks to me like you're breaking that cycle. And I do feel like it's somehow serving the family, serving your ancestors even in that cycle. You've been the one to put a stop to something here, is what it feels like. So I do feel like that's why it's showing up as a strength. It could be, for some of you, based on the bottom of the deck, it could be this loss that is showing up here in order for you to accomplish that Ten of Cups energy. It's this time to pause and look at something so that your new manifestations continue to move forward. So it's like you've had some movement, and now we're having this pause moment to really look at this so that you can continue to step forward in the most positive direction for yourself. So let's look at the challenge here and get a little bit more, because they are going to tie together. We have the Hanged Man, and in this card, it's one of those cone incense that's sort of burning, and the smoke is rising. So there's this, I want to say there's this energy of something being cleansed. We have the Six of Pentacles, Judgment, and the Four of Cups. So there's something coming back up from the past here that needs your reflection upon it. That's the Hanged Man. You've been put yourself into a pause position so that you can gain more perspective on perhaps what this situation was offering to you. And I do feel like it was some sort of imbalance with that Six of Pentacles there. There was some sort of unfairness. Like perhaps if you've been dealing with someone with some toxic behaviors, in some ways you might have been playing the role of enabling this person until you set this hard boundary, right? For others, it's just you kind of seeing how that particular type of relationship dynamic was causing some emotional dissatisfaction for you. It's I want to say it's kind of like this reflection period after the fact, so that you gain the wisdom of why you experienced this particular relationship. So Six of Pentacles, we have the Wheel of Fortune. And what's interesting is we have that energy showing up as the potential outcome. So it's kind of like this opportunity to allow that Wheel of Fortune to spin, to move, for there to be some kind of movement and shift here in the karma, and the Six of Cups. So again, with these children showing up here, for some of you, this is definitely a soulmate connection. This could even be a lover. We do have the lovers showing up here in the potential outcome. But for others, this could definitely be kind of one of those dynamics where the person that you were dealing with that was exhibiting these toxic behaviors was like a brother, a sister, or even a child here. A strong soul connection, and there was definitely some karma being played out between the two of you so that you would find this stronger balance in relationship, so that you could see that it needs to be equal, give and take, and how that didn't serve you with this particular person. With Judgment, we have the Seven of Swords, so there could have definitely been some deceitful behavior here with this person. And I want to say it being directly tied to whatever this devil energy is, this obsessive energy, this addiction perhaps for some of you. This person was certainly behaving in support of that addiction. And you are beginning to see that. Hanged Man again. So, Could definitely have been a Pisces here. We also have strong fixed sign placements, so Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. With the Four of Cups, we have the Page of Pentacles, so another page here showing up, and the Moon. So if this person is continuing to come in and try and open that door of reconciliation with you, we did see that here in the Strength, right? They're showing up trying to kind of perhaps mend the bridge, but they're, in some ways, they're still showing up in a very, I mean, we're getting all these pages here, they're still showing up in an immature energy. So I don't know that they have actually addressed whatever this toxic issue was, right? It's almost like, it feels like they're coming in wanting to mend bridges with you so that they can pull you back into this same dynamic you were in with them to begin with, without them having to make any changes, right? And you might be seeing that that's the case, that they're trying to fool you into forgiving them or opening that relationship back up with them because it's serving that addiction that they have. And they don't want that energy that you've been giving them taken away. But I do feel like they have perhaps some ulterior motives here. I do think that's showing up. And I do think you're, again, not interested because you know that there's something, on some intuitive level, you recognize they're not quite ready for that. So even if you would like to have a relationship with this person, they haven't developed enough in order for that to be possible, for you to have equal give and take with this person. They have to go through their own karma here and work on whatever this addiction or toxicity is that they are carrying at this time. So definitely it's a challenge because they keep coming at you, right? Wanting to mend something with you. But you're also seeing very clearly that they are self-serving in this way. They're trying to escape responsibility, I want to say, and not have to actually look the devil in the eye, right? Not have to deal with this shadow. As far as your strength here this month is to continue on your path to move away from this dynamic so that they can step into their own power and handle this problem that they're having. So as a potential outcome, again, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Things can shift into a more positive direction here. We have the Three of Cups, yet again, this reconciliation, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Lovers. So this could definitely be a love relationship you've been dealing with. Reconciliation is here, but it does look like it's going to be a slow process, and I do feel like it's directly related. You can see this Knight of Pentacles is looking at this toxic energy. So I do feel like there's like the bliss of coming back together of this Ten of Cups, right, is here, but they have to take the grounded steps to do something about this problem that they have, because you can't give your energy to something like that, right? I hope this is all making sense. With the Three of Cups, we have the Ten of Cups. So again, it's like there's definitely a desire, like there's love here for this person. And I do feel like it's on both sides. And the Empress. There is potential for growth here with this person. And I do feel like they're beginning to see as well that you are sitting in this energy of the Empress. Like you have this very loving energy. Like, I don't feel like in this whole situation that you've been judgmental. I don't feel like you've been harsh to this person, even if they have treated you poorly as a result of this toxicity that they have. I think you've just tried to gently remove your energy from them because you're seeing that they are operating from a not good place. With the Knight of Pentacles, we have the Ace of Cups, so new love potential here coming in, and the Six of Pentacles. So something that is equal give and take here, right? This balance that you haven't had with this person in the past is showing up here, but it is coming in slowly. It's something that's going to take some time, which is interesting because we saw that here with the Nine of Cups, so a dream come true, some sort of wish fulfillment, with the Five of Cups and then the Ten of Cups. So we had this like loss in between, right? So whether this is you pursuing love and that connection with someone new, or allowing this person to recognize that you're not going to accept their immature energy, and then they slowly begin to work on themselves and are able to contribute equally with you, that might be different for all of you, whether it's past or new love. With the Lovers here, we have the King of Cups. So we have King and Queen here. And the Five of Swords. I think in this outcome here, let's get one more on that Five of Swords. But I do feel like you're kind of conflicted about how connected you are to this person. To me, it does feel like this past person, because we have that King and Queen showing up together. And I think it's difficult because it's like you're trying to remove that emotional aspect from this dynamic, because I think you recognize that you know you need to do what you have to do to take care of yourself, right? But again, there's a lot of love here. And so it might feel like it might feel like you're either abandoning them, or by accepting a reconciliation with them, it might feel like you're abandoning yourself. So it's difficult. And while I was shuffling, the Two of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles popped out. So there's doubts here as to whether this is going to work with this person, and whether or not they're going to put in the effort that they need to in order to bring this new balanced type of energy here. I see all this really positive growth, though. This could definitely be a twin flame situation here for some of you. But I do feel like it's going to be a slow, gradual process to put in the work to get this to a more balanced place. But there's something about it that is divinely guided. We've got the Wheel of Fortune twice. And I do feel like, to me, it feels like their karma. Like you're experiencing it in your way, right? And that's clear that that's showing up. But you taking a stance and not accepting immature behavior and lies and deceit is kind of forcing them to look at this problem. So if you want this reconnection with this person, it is here, and there is growth potential. but it could be a difficult and slow process to get to this balance, right? If this is not the same person, for some of you it will be someone new with this Ace of Cups. It looks really positive here, but I do still feel like there's some difficulty because there's still love here for this person from the past. So I do see you kind of opening up to this new love potential that's coming in, and there's growth there. But there's still some healing here when it comes to this past dynamic within yourself, I want to say. Like you've kind of been through it with this person, and so there's continued healing to be done there for you so that you're open to this new person. I hope that made sense. Felt like a lot was coming through there. I will be sure to add the video for the Venus Direct love reading at the end of this video. It'll be out in a couple days, so I'll have to do that at a later time. So it won't be there immediately when this video uploads, but I'll be sure to tag it on there once it's available for those that don't see this until later in the week. But I hope you found that helpful, and I hope that gives you some guidance for your February, and I will see you next week. Bye.